G'day and welcome back to DuckZorly Gaming and our Let's Play series here on City Skylines. We are back into it. We have done a little bit of work off camera. Basically, primarily around setting up our tram. So we've actually got a tram section in here. I was going to have that recorded, but I was just rushing to get it done before I had to head out. So we've now got the trams. As you can see there, there's an old, one of the more new Melbourne trams running through there on the tram line, so he's off and running. And so we've just set that up. So the tram line is running between our residential area, our commercial area down here, which we've modified obviously, and also our industrial area over here. As we did that, we also had a bit of demand for residential, so we've set up a new residential area down here. So this is more of our elite area, and we are going to set that up as well. Now, what we do have to do is we have to continue on with developing this. We've got to build our farming area in here, back here in this Thornton sector here, which we're going to rename. We're going to continue on in developing this square as we can. Obviously, we've got a fire here. Hopefully, the fire brigade are... Well, there's a fire. Look, they're doing some very funny things, actually. Let's have a look at that. Oh, it was just the lights. It just looked like the actual fire engine was wiggling from left to right going up the road. But that's not the case. There we go, 3 fire trucks heading in there to put that fire out. That's all well and good. Okay, now, what we're saying. So we're going to do the farming over in here, and we've got to name all these areas and get these areas sorted out. So our zoning, just so you can see what we've done with the zoning. So we've got our industry area here, our residential area up here for Hemlock Square, which we're going to rename at some point Spring Park, and Washington Square down here is our more elite suburb, so to speak. All right, let's have a bit of a review to see what else we've done. We did put down some more recycling and a bigger incinerator, so we've got that going. So landfill usage is currently at 76%. Garbage processing status, we're doing okay. Probably could do with a bit more processing ability put into the map, so we'll do that. Or to the city, I should say. Our medical, we've got a medical centre over here looking after the residents up through here. They all seem to be pretty happy. Our average health is 70%. Which is pretty good. Our healthcare availability, we have 3 citizens sick and the rest are okay. That's all good. Death care, we have a funeral plot here. Oh, jeez. I was going to say a morgue. It's not a morgue. What's it called? A cemetery. There you go. All right. There, so we got that. We have no medical or anything down. Oh, we might have medical down here, I think. Yes, we do. There we go. We've got 1 medical centre down here as well. So that's all good. All right, what else we got? So fire department, we've got 2 fire departments, both of them up in the northern area of the map, one near the industry and one near the residential here. Obviously, we've got a bit more to deal with. So what we're going to do is, at some point, we're going to put in the big fire station, and we'll put that down here, so it'll cover whatever area we build up through here. Police have got a good coverage. We've got 1 police station up there, but it seems to cover pretty much most. We've got a little bit of a problem here in some of the commercial areas occasionally, but anyway, that's okay for now. Education, elementary, we have capacity of 696. We have 822 eligible. As you can see, we've got some schools up in here, so that's all okay for the north. We need to probably put a school down here for these snobs. High school, we have 1 high school placed at the moment, and that's up here in the northern area. Again, we have 930 that are eligible, and we have a capacity of 1,160, so we're okay for that at the moment. University, 342 are eligible. So we need to think about a university. Now, whether we put a university as in from the campus DLC, or whether we just put in a standard old bog university from the original version of the game, I don't know yet. And we have no public library put in yet as well. All right, transport, as I said, we have our trams running. So there's only the 1 tram line at the moment, which is going from the industry down through here through the commercial, down here to the northern end of this residential area here, and through the middle of Hemlock Square up there. All right, that's basically it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get stuck in. So what we will do first off is we'll come over here. I'm just going to build a bit more. We've got some residential and some industrial demand. So what we will do is, I'm thinking we've got plenty of room here, so I might actually extend this out and put another tram line out here. So we're going to be looking for, in fact, if I go here, go to trams, that way I'm going to get the right road I want. Is it that one I want? 4 lane. No, I don't want the 4 lane. I want the 2 lane. 4 lane, 2 lane. Actually, that's only a 2 lane there, isn't it? Anyway, isn't it? So that's okay. So we're going to grab that one there and bring that out to here, and then bring that up, and then we'll probably bring that back down into there. Okay, so that gives us the tram line coming up through here. We're going to fill in this area now with some little suburban roads. So we're going to go, we'll leave a bit of space for some greenery. So we're going to come around through there, and then down. Actually, what we'll do is we're going to be like that. And I think what we'll do is we'll do another line into here, like so. And we'll put a little area in there as well, like so. Alright, so that's more than enough there, so that's okay. We're then going to do a bit of corresponding work through here. This one here will be a little bit less organised. So we're going to bring this down. We're not going to make this a straight area through here. Have that fall in there. Alright, and then from there we're going to bring this one out. And then you can join up there. I'm just going to straighten that one out a little bit. So I'm going to grab the move it tool. I'm just going to straighten all this up a little bit. There we go. That looks a bit better. Alright, so that's that area done now. So we can put some more residential down in here. What we need to do first is get our infrastructure. So we're going to bring some water and sewerage over, like so. And I think that's what we'll do is we'll start off in this area here. So we'll just go to the blocks, and we're going to just draw over all that. So it'll fill all those in there like that. Nice and easy. Alright, so that's going to build that residential there. Now we've got to do our farming area as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to grab the... Now, did I make that a farming area? I think I did. So we're going to go farming, farm main building, and I'm going to put that up here at the start. There we go. So now we've started our farm. We've now got a small grain silo, small animal pasture, small crop field, and small fruit field to use. And that's what we're going to get started on. So we're going to start off with some crops. So straight off the bat, we're just going to put some crops in. There we go. That's all we've got the money for. So we're almost broke again now already. Now we do need to bring in, I'm just going to speed up time a little bit. Need to put some more irrigation down. So we're going to irrigate that. So at least get those started. That's off and running, which is fantastic. So we should start seeing some traffic coming down through here. This road is not ideal because it's we've got to come down here, turn around, all that sort of stuff. But that's okay. We'll just deal with that for the moment. Now the other problem we are going to have, and we know this, is this intersection here. So I've got a roundabout, but I've also got trams running through. Now, as you can see, there is a slip lane here for the heavy traffic to go into the industry area without coming through here and causing a big blockage through here. But with the trams running through here, it does cause a bit of a bottleneck. So there are traffic lights, they do have to give way and all that sort of stuff. That will be redesigned at some point in the future. So that won't be staying like that. Most likely I'll be putting in an elevated road or elevated trams and then have them joining in at the appropriate place. But for now, while it still seems to be okay and running fairly smooth, we'll leave it as it is until it gets to the point where we have to deal with it. Alright, the other thing we did do as well, off camera in between the recording of the 2 episodes, we did actually add in an extra power station. And we should be okay there now. So we've got 2 at, well, they're producing 80. But we've also got this guy here, this advanced incineration plant. He's actually currently outputting an extra 27 megawatt as well. So that's okay. That's why we've got enough power there for the moment. All right. So this is now building up. Back in here, see what else we've got we can build in there. Nothing that size. We need more money. Processing buildings. Small animal pasture, we need $7,500 for that, so we haven't got enough for that, so we're just going to have to wait on that one. Alright, what we can do is we can come back down here, we'll see how our residential area is going. That's building up there nicely. So yeah, not too much of a problem there at all. We will eventually add another tram line to come in through this way. Now we do have to also get buses and all that running. That will be probably the next episode. We'll set up some buses, and the main public transport system will be organised. Again, this one here may be a bit problematic a little bit later, although possibly not so bad, because the traffic here won't really be going past the roundabout or the intersection for although that truck did then. It's only the traffic that comes down and then wants to get back up that will do that. But generally, most traffic will be turning left around through here, and then turning left off there to go down through here. And if it's coming this way, they'll be turning left to go down, then left to go back up the main drag up there. All right, so that's how that's going to pan out. Hopefully, it'll be okay. Won't be too bad. All right, so we've got $7,000 now, so we're creeping back up, which is good. Still got a fair bit of demand for industry, so we need to get a bit more of industry put in here, or we could possibly expand this out a little bit. Now, in relation to our next expansion area, I'm not so sure where we're going to go yet. If we go here to our west, we can grab a whole pile of land here that we can build on. If we go north, we lose a fair bit because of our freeway and our interchange there. If we go to the east, we get a bit of land, but a big chunk of water. That may be somewhere where we need to look at doing some ferries and bringing those in. And if we go to the south, well, we haven't really got a great amount of land there to use, but we do have a fair bit of coastline. So not so sure what we're going to do in the way of expansion as yet. Probably more than likely go west and north initially, and then we'll go north and then go east, all that sort of stuff. But we'll worry about that a little bit later. All right. But I think apart from that, we're not doing too bad for the moment. Let's have a look at our rubbish and all that. Garbage, landfill usage is 61%. Not too bad. Garbage is being collected, although not up here. So we expect some garbage trucks. Oh, here we go. Garbage trucks going through there. He's obviously full, is he? He's not collecting anything. That may be a little bit problematic as we go along, but we will get another big incineration plant in here to cover this a little bit later on. We have another fire developing over here. Fire truck's already there, which is good. Put that one out. Excellent. Alright, as you can see, the garbage has built up a little bit, so let's see how we're going there with garbage. Keep a close eye on it. There's nothing down here in the way of garbage piling up, which is good. Anyway, alright, so industry. We've got to get industry going. I'm thinking what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put another side road in here and get some more industry going. Now, I don't want to make that intersection too busy though, that's the problem. Let me see, what are we going to do? I think what we might do is we might pull another road off. Let me see, there we go. Let's pull another road off here. Straight. Up there. To there. And go out to there again. And to there. I don't want to encroach on my farm area, on my zone, which I have done now, but anyway, that's okay. So what we're going to do is actually paint district, paint that over there, so that covers that. But then I want to go industry area. I want to just delete that out of there like that. So we've wasted a little bit of good fertilized land there, but that's okay. There we go. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to zone industry through here. Oh, let's go back to the paint one. There we go. Let's put plenty of industry there. That'll take the heat offers to not try and expand the farm area too quickly without enough money. It'll drive our demand down a little bit and hopefully get some more residents and commercial up and running as well. Commercial is chock-a-block by the look of it as well. So it probably won't be too far away. We'll be after some more commercial areas. And the plan for that is basically I'm just going to put a second road down through here somewhere probably. I want to keep in sort of zoned. I want to keep our residential and commercial and our industry area sort of separated. So basically all the heavy traffic going from the industries to the commercial goes that way, and then commercial to the residential, that sort of stuff, and then tying it all in with our public transport system. But whether that works or not will be another matter altogether. All right. Next. I think we'll go to the 3 times speed. We'll go to the fastest speed. So we can get a bit of money come in. Let's have a look at our education. Elementary. I think we're going to need to put a school down here. High school, certainly elementary school. We're going to need down here. So that's an alternative to an elementary school. So let's just put that one in there like that. All right. So now elementary school. Well, we almost came to the point where we were in the green, but not quite. Okay. I'm not going to put another one over here because I'm not planning on extending this up in here any further. I will have to put a bus route in here though to bring these kids and residents into here and then up to the commercial. Probably something we could do at the moment. We could actually do a bus route and get all that going. I think what I will do though as well is while I'm here, so we'll actually make that that one. Wipe out that house there. We'll just bring that across there so it's actually got a throughway there. That's okay. Alright, so the garbage is being collected. We've got a bit of a crime problem down here now though. A little bit of crime creeping in. Coppers are down here. It's okay. They're dealing with it. Crime's still okay. Crime rate's still low, 11%. Have a few more criminals now though. What have we got here? The Dirksen United States Courthouse. Patrol car capacity of 30. $2,400 per 20 minutes. Upkeep. Put a small police station in, which gives us 10 patrol cars. Maybe an option. You put that there. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put an extra set of coppers in. We'll help out our neighbourhood. And as you can see, very, very quickly it's gone to low. So we've dropped the crime rate by 6% just by putting that second cop shop in. So that was worthwhile. We've doubled our jail capacity and we've only got 17 detained at the moment. So that's okay. All right. So I guess next we will have to look at, so health. We may need to put another health facility over in here a little bit later. The other thing we do need to look at doing as well is putting in some parks for some general happiness. So if we have a look and see what our happiness is like generally. Residential happiness is pretty low at 65%. Commercial at 73. Office, where we don't have any. Industrial happiness at 94. So our industry area is quite happy, which is good. It's just the residents that aren't very happy. As you can see here, they've drifted off to unhappiness in there. And most of these guys down here are pretty unhappy. So I'm thinking the first thing we're going to do to get them back in our favour is putting in some parks. So I'll have a look and see what we've got available. So I can put a football field in. That's 8,000. It's not small, but I think we might benefit from that going in. It's not going to fit there. I'm guessing we might have to make that there. Right, now let's see what effect that had. Well, there we go. They're becoming a lot more happier now. So these are all going into the blue because they've got a football field nearby, which is good to see. And hopefully we should also see some of these starting to be upgraded as well. We see the levels. Residential level. These are at the lowest residential level at the moment. So they are at level 1. Now if we have a look up north, I think we've got some that are at level 2 and all that sort of stuff as well. So level 2, 3 coming on to 4. So the levels here are actually building up okay. So we're getting a little bit of level change here, which is good. So that's okay, all good. Garbage, as we saw before, garbage is actually not too bad. Traffic, average traffic flow is at 88%. So that's pretty good. A little bit of a, it's a bit busy through here, which we'd come to expect. That's okay, it's not too bad. Noise, plenty of noise in the industry area. Some noise down the commercial area, which we'd expect. Noise near the waterworks areas. But other than that, our residential areas are quite quiet, which is what we'd expect, which is good. Crime we're quite happy with at the moment. Population is 18% children, 24% teens, 6%, 49% adults, and 3% seniors. We've got 1 death every 20 minutes. Okay, all right. Now, what else can we look at? Let's look at our pollution. A lot of pollution at the industry area, which we expect. Health-wise, we're doing okay still. 69% average health, which isn't too bad. It's not perfect, but that's okay. All right. Now let's get back into building. We've got a bit more money built up now. Let's have a look at what we can do in here for our farm. We're going to want to put a silo in so we can start collecting our wheat and stuff. So we're going to put a silo in there. Just the one for now, I think is all we'll need. And small fruit field 4,000, and we've got a small crop field of 4,000. I think we might just put some more crops in. So put one more crop, and then go over, give me a bit more money. There we go. Right, now we're right on the cusp, but we've got that producing now, which is good. We've got a water issue, have we? Seems like we might have a water issue. So we're going to need to put in some new waterworks equipment. That's okay. We can do that. That's not a problem. Got to get some more money to facilitate that. In the meantime, see how everything's going. The rain falls. Still got some demand for some residential. So I think what we might do is we might kick this area off. Obviously, I'm going to have to fill in the little bit there. The water is going to have to be extended through here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go there. Turn off the grid. Turn off the grid. So we can get that lined up a little better. And like that. And we'll turn the grid back on again now. Whoops. Oh, there we go. So Thornton Orchard has reached level 2. So now we've got the flour mill, the bakery, the farm workers barracks, the cattle shed, and the small barn available. Very good. All right. We need more money to keep that going. Money's not too bad. We're still making a profit. Let's have a look at our taxes, actually. Taxes are all set to 11%. We don't want to raise it too much more if we don't have to. I'd like to actually pull it back a little bit. Our budget is being auto-managed at the moment. That's doing okay. No real problems there. Loans, we can take a loan out if we needed to. I don't think that's really necessary at the moment. But now we've got an electricity problem. Okay, maybe the loan might be a good idea. Alright, we're getting a bit low on electricity and we've got a water problem. So maybe a loan would be worthwhile. So 50,000 for an oil power plant. I'm thinking that's probably the way to go at the moment. Geothermal. It's a bit more expensive. We haven't got any others available to us. So it's either we go for coal, which is going to give us up to 40 megawatts for 20 grand, or we go the oil, which is going to give us 120 megawatts for 50 grand. So bang for buck, this is a lot better. Although we get heavy pollution. Is that going to worry us too much? Probably not. It's going to be over in here. Not enough money. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get a loan. So let's take that loan. And we'll take that loan as well. Right. So we're going to be really greedy. Take both loans. we will put our power station in, as we said. Hope it doesn't blow up and take out our trams. So that's power sorted. We'll now put in a new water pump. So we'll situate that one there where it's got electricity. We'll connect that into the grid like so. We'll then put another dirty water output. So connect that into the system as well like so. Okay, that should fix our water up. Now that leaves us 29,185 out of our loan. Let's have a look and see how much it's going to cost us for a bus station. Just out of reach. So we're going to turn this back on and hope we can get our buses up and running. Now, that's a biofuel bus depot. That's a bit dearer. We're not going to need that one for the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this go loose down here. We're going to start it up again. Once we get to 30 grand, I'm going to put a bus station in because I want to start. That'll start making us a bit of money as well as actually getting our workers around the traps and also hopefully take a little bit of our what's the name off. Well, in fact, what we're going to do first is just make sure we've got this functioning. Otherwise, these guys aren't going to be very happy and they're just going to shut down. All right. So we need to make 4 grand basically. Let's go. So water's been fixed there. These guys down here should still be fairly happy. Having a problem collecting all the garbage still. There's been a bit of upgrade there. So some buildings are getting upgraded to the next level, which is good. Oh, we're on the precipice. We're just making an income. Hopefully we should get some more people moving in. So we've still got population still on the increase, which is good. It's going to help us continue to make a bit of money. But that is about where we've got to leave it for this episode though. So we will return back here once we've got enough money to get our buses up and running, and we'll continue on with our city here on City Skylines. We're yet to actually give it a name as well. So currently its name is Santa Cruz, but we've got to give it a name. So I think that might be one of the next things we do. Probably not this episode, probably the next one. We'll actually put forward to see if someone can come up with a name. We are going to name our suburbs and our zones in the next episode as well. So join us back for that. And we'll see you again here very, very soon with City Skylines. So no matter whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where you are in the world, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Please don't forget to like the episode and dislike if you didn't like it. But also consider subscribing to the channel and pressing that alarm notification icon. And we are on the road to 1,000 subs. So hopefully we'll get there sooner or later. But anyway, I thank you for joining and watching us. So until next time, we'll see you all later. Thanks very much. Bye.